Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Learn. Today we'll be starting week 2. So let's begin. Adverbs. An adverb is a part of speech that modifies verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. They indicate when, where, how, or how often an action is performed. So you all are well aware of what adverbs are. They modify, they tell more about other verbs, other adjectives, or even other adverbs. For example, if you see here, Richard travels frequently. She walks quickly. They'll arrive soon. Put the flowers here. So they're all telling when, where, and how an action is being performed. Um, and adverb clauses and adverb phrases. These are clauses and phrases that modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs in a sentence. So first, let's see what are clauses and phrases. Clauses, combination of words in a sentence that contains both subject and predicate. So clauses contain they are a few part. It's a part of a sentence which contains both a subject and a predicate. So again, it is of two types: subordinate or dependent clause, and the other main or independent clause. The dependent clause, they do not convey the complete meaning when they are separate. They need the support of the independent clause to get a meaning, whereas independent clause does not need any clause's help. They can stand alone and they make complete sense. So for example, if you see, my mom asked me to call her as soon as I boarded the bus. So as soon as I boarded the bus, this is a subordinate clause or independent clause. As soon as I boarded the bus, if you take it separately, there's no meaning for that clause. And I know how to drive a car, but I enjoy riding bikes. If you see, both of these are independent clauses. They have their own meaning even though we separate them. And next one, when I met you, I didn't know we would get close. So this is a independent clause and this is a dependent clause. And coming to phrases, a phrase is a part of the sentence but does not contain a subject and a predicate. So the only difference is clauses contain, both of these are part of the sentence, but clauses contain subject and predicate, whereas phrases do not. Examples are listed here. The bewildered tourist was lost. He was eager to eat dinner. Signing autographs takes time. So now let's see the examples of the adverbial clauses and phrases. They are listed down here. If you work hard, you'll be able to score good grades. It's a clause. Although they drove really fast, they could not reach there in time. Ramya, since she was not keeping well, decided not to go to work today and tomorrow. There is a new supermarket right in front of my house. Everything went on surprisingly well. If you observe here, in phrases, there is no subject and predicate, whereas in clauses, you do have subjects and predicate. So now let's see the type of adverbs. Adverbs of manner, degree, place, time, sentence adverbs, and conjunctive adverbs are few of other types of adverbs. And adverbs of manner, it is all about how is the action performed. It expresses the approach or process of the action in the sentences. So if you observe the examples here, Jackie drives carefully. The tortoise moves slowly. The baby sleeps peacefully. The cat eats quietly. She speaks English fluently. So these are saying how the action, the drives or moves or sleeps, cats, speaks is being performed. So these are adverbs of manner. How is the action being performed? Just remember these underlined ones. Adverbs of manners form the largest group of adverbs. We make most of them simply by adding ly to the corresponding adjective. So maximum of the adverbs are formed by adding the suffix ly to the adjective forms. And here is a very long list of adverbs of manner, like accidentally, adequately, beautifully, blindly. As they mention here, these are the largest group of adverbs. So maximum of them, I have mentioned them here. You can go through. Coming to adverbs of degree, it's about the answer the question, how much is the action performed? It expresses the importance, degree, or level of the action in the sentence. It tells about the strength or intensity of something that happens. The boy is too careless. I'm almost certain that she will be there. Stevens was altogether mistaken. We are fully prepared to face the challenge. And another few list of adverbs of degree are mentioned here. You can go through them. Coming to adverbs of place or direction, they answer the question, where is the action being performed? The place where the action is being performed. Children were playing upstairs. It is very hot outside. My son has gone abroad. We plan to stop here for the night. Her passport was there in her handbag. So it's about where is the action being performed. And some of the main adverbs of places are mentioned here. There are a lot, but few of them are mentioned here. Coming to adverbs of time, they answer the question when or how frequently the action is being performed. When or how frequently. I had no message from him lately. The winter season will end soon. The email was received a few minutes ago. The plane landed 5 minutes early. So, and another few list of these adverbs are mentioned here. Coming to sentence adverbs, it is an adverb that generally comes at the beginning of a sentence as well as modifies the sentence entirely. They refer to the whole sentence or utterance. If you see the examples here, accidentally, America was founded by Columbus. Recently, he bought an expensive ring for his mother. Hopefully, the survivors are getting the aid they need. So, they they come at generally they come at the beginning of the sentence and they modify the whole sentence. These are sentence adverbs. And coming to conjunctive adverbs, a conjunctive adverb connects phrases or independent clauses. It provides transitions between ideas and shows relationships. And they are also called as connectors. So if you see here, the government has increased income tax rates. Consequently, we have to cut down our expenditures. So it is connecting two things, phrases or independent clauses. We couldn't get a room in the hotel, therefore, we stayed at our friend's house. The spectators waited patiently outside the cricket ground. Eventually, the gates were opened. So, if you see here, consequently, therefore, eventually, however, furthermore, they're connecting two things. So, they're generally called as connectors. And here are some common conjunctive adverbs mentioned here. You can go through them. So, let's see the activity questions. Adverbs of manner answer the question of, it's easy. How the action is being performed. Sunday is an adverb of, it is an adverb of time. So the third question, identify the kind of adverbs used in the following sentence. The sun rises in the east. It rises in the east. It's the adverb of direction. Cut. And identify the kind of adverbs used in the following sentence. My cat is sleeping on the floor. So it is the adverb of degree. Of place pro. Cut. The fourth question, they're again asking the kind of adverbs. My cat is sleeping on the floor. So it is adverb of place. I ate quickly. Quickly. It's adverb of degree. How much the action is being performed. So let's see what are tenses. Tenses denote the time of action. They show when the work is done. And there are three main tenses which are present, past, and future. Present is now, past is a while ago, future is some time from now. And each of these three sentences are further divided into four: simple or indefinite, continuous or progressive, perfect and perfect continuous. So before we learn about this, first let's see the classification of verb. So there are two main verbs and helping verbs. Action comes, main verb is the action, and the state of being or existence, a state of position, they are about helping verbs. And main verb is further classified into transitive and intransitive. So actually, a verb is a word which denotes or talks of an object or a state of being or a state of position. If you see, I study 10th class. Study, this is an action. I am Miss Ananya. I am, it's being, existence. I have many friends, so it's position. And there are two types of main verbs that are transitive and intransitive. So if you see the example here, a boy is flying kites. This is one example. And the second one, the kites are flying high. So in both of these, the verb is fly. But the first sentence has an object, kites, whereas second sentence do not have any object. So is flying became a transitive verb as it has an object, and this flying in the second sentence is an intransitive verb because it does not have any object. So transitive verb is a verb with an object. The boy drank milk. So verb has an object here. And a verb without an object is an intransitive verb. If you see here, he is sleeping sound. There is no object for this verb. This is just an adverb describing the verb. So hope it's clear what is transitive and what is intransitive. And if you see, I have listed the helping verbs here. So now let's see simple or indefinite tenses. First, past and present indefinites. When there is only a main verb in a sentence, it can be either present indefinite or past indefinite based on the form of verb. So, based on the form of main verb in a sentence, the tense of the sentence is defined. So, if you see the example here, my friend sings songs. My friend sang songs. So, here sings is a verb 1. It's a present form of the verb. So, the sentence is present indefinite or simple present. And in the second sentence, sang, it's V2, verb 2. So, the sentence is past indefinite. So it's simply, the tense of the sentence is simply based on the main verb in it. If it is present, then the sentence becomes simple present. If it's past, then the sentence becomes simple past. And if you see, when be forms and have forms are used as main verbs, then the tense is indefinite or past indefinite based on the form of verb. So it's the same here. Be forms I have mentioned in the previous flowchart. You can go through them. Am, is, are verb 1. Was, were, are verb 2. Same for have forms also. If you see here, example, he is a singer. Is, it's verb 1, V1. So the sentence is present indefinite. Was, it's V2. So it is past indefinite. Has, it's V1. So it is present indefinite. Had is V2. So the sentence is past indefinite. The same goes with the do forms also. If the sentence has do or does, it means as they are verb 1, the sentence becomes simple indefinite. And if the sentence has did, as it is V2, the sentence becomes past indefinite. If you see here, does, present, did, past. Hope it's clear. And seeing the future indefinite. Shall or will plus verb 1. If you find this structure in the sentence, then the sentence is of the form future indefinite. My friend will sing songs. So it's will plus verb 1. We shall meet tomorrow. It is shall plus verb 1. So it becomes future indefinite. Remember these forms. It would be helpful. It will be very easy for you to identify if you remember these. Let's see the continuous or progressive tense. First being present continuous. The form, the structure of present continuous tense is this: am or is or are plus verb 1 plus ing. See the examples here. She is singing songs. I am typing a mail. The girls are playing in the ground. So the form is plus verb 1 plus ing. Am plus verb 1 plus ing. Are plus verb 1 plus ing. If you see the structure, this structure in the sentence, then it is present continuous. Coming to past continuous, if you see the structure of was or were plus v1 plus ing, then it's past continuous. She was singing songs. I was typing a mail. The girls were playing in the ground. So just remember these structures and it will be very easy for you. Coming to future continuous, shall or will plus be plus verb 1 plus ing. If you see this structure anywhere in the sentence, then it is future continuous. My friend will be singing songs. The girls will be playing in the ground. I will be typing a mail. So, continuous tense are over. If you see the perfective tense, present perfect. The structure for present perfect is have or has plus V3. I have sung a song. The girls have played effectively. I have typed a mail now. So if you see this structure, it is present perfect. Coming to past perfect, had plus V3. If you see this anywhere, then it is past perfect. I had sung a song. Girls had played effectively. I had typed a mail. Coming to future perfect, shall or will plus have plus V3. If you see this structure anywhere, it is a future perfect. The girls will have played nicely. I will have typed a mail. Shall or will plus have plus V3. So coming to the perfect continuous tenses, first being present perfect continuous. The structure of present perfect continuous tense is have or has plus been plus verb 1 plus ing. The girls have been playing effectively. I have been typing a mail now. If you see, it's type plus ing. It's the same for all the previous examples too. It's v1 plus ing. So the past perfect continuous, the structure of past perfect continuous is had plus been plus v1 plus ing. So the girls had been playing effectively. I had been typing a mail. Coming to the future perfect continuous, shall or will plus have plus been plus v1 plus ing. This is the structure for future perfect continuous. The girls will have been playing nicely. I will have been typing a mail. Hope the tenses are clear for you. They are very easy. And I've also made a flowchart for you to remember them easily. You can go through this. So coming to the regular and irregular verb forms. These are also very simple. Verbs whose simple past and past participle are formed by adding d or ed are called regular verbs. So if you see the examples here, the actual words are obey, love, watch, act, enjoy. If you say the past tense and past participle of these words, either D or ED has been added to them. If either of these two suffixes is added to a verb to make a past tense or past participle, then such things are called as regular verbs. So you might wonder, what are irregular verbs? So it's simply the opposite. If there is no such suffix added to them, but in some other way the past participle has been formed, then they are irregular verbs. If you see the example here, fall. For fall, the past and past participle are fell and fallen. So here neither D is added or ED is added. They have been formed in some other way. So such things are called as irregular verbs. It's very simple. If suffixes as such as D or ED is added to the verbs to make past tense of them, then they are regular. If they are not added in and in some other way they are formed, then they are irregular. I've given examples here, you can go through them. So let's see the activity questions now. I was taking a walk when the phone call arrived. So they are asking the tense of the sentence. It's very easy. It's I, obviously it's a first person. Was taking. So if you observe, it is was plus V1 plus ing. And was or were plus V1 plus ing is the structure of past continuous. So, and I is a first person. So the answer is first person past continuous, option C. Hope it's easy. So as I said, if you remember these structures, it would be very easy for you to find a tense. The verbs read, bet, hurt and shut all take irregular past forms. So the answer is true. As I said, what are irregular past forms? If the suffixes ed or d are not added and in some other way the past participle is formed, then they are irregular past forms, and for all the words they have mentioned here, it's the same. So it is true. So if you see the third question, in another week, I will have been at home continuously for 6 months, and they're asking the tense of this sentence. I will have been, will or shall plus have plus been, it's V3. And what's the structure like? Which tense structure is this? It is future perfect. If you see the structure of will or shall plus have plus V3, then it's future perfect. The fourth question. The verbs take, sleep, bring and work all take irregular past forms. False, because work do not take irregular past form. It is a regular verb. Work, worked. So it's not irregular. Last question. I'm going to the shops in a little while. The tense marker here is, it's clearly am. So hope everything is clear for you all. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you everyone.